I'm going to get started on that today. I'm actually just going to starch the fabrics that are needed for the first project assignment. So I'm getting that bundle out and getting it ready so I can get those fabrics starched. Look at this yummy goodness. So excited. Okay. Let me set that aside. So good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Okay. So I just wanted to start with the announcement. This is a reminder that I'm not going to be going live at regular scheduled intervals Monday or tomorrow through Friday, September 6th at 10 a.m. But I may be going live. You never know. Or I may be posting something to YouTube, a short or a video or something of that nature. So please hit the notification button so that you're aware of when I do post things to YouTube over the next couple of weeks. And also watch Facebook because I'm still going to be posting things there daily, regularly. So please watch that. But September 9th will be my next 10 a.m. video. I'm so I got a little bit of butterflies going on. I'm a little excited to see my sister and get to spend some nice quality time with her. So anyway, the other thing is I think I checked this morning, 2 away from 500 subscribers. So by the time I get back from vacation, if we have reached more than 500 or more, we're going to have a little giveaway, and I'll make that announcement on Monday, September 9th. If we've reached that number, and see if we can share the videos and a little giveaway on September 9th will be announced if we reach 500 or more by the time I get back from vacation. So, and now let's get into the updates that I have. So I'm going to do a little cross stitch update to start because I haven't done one in a long, long time. And I've only got 2 projects. I have worked on this one here for a couple of months now, and I didn't really get very far on it. My tendonitis in my elbow really kind of puts a damper on things. But I was working on this one, which is Across the Sea Sampler by Chessie and me. And I started this on June 22nd of 2023 and stitching it on 32 count dirty linen and using the called for weeks dye works floss. So this is what I'm working on. I love doing these race stitches in the flag here. This is as far down as they will go. So I had to get started, but my Q-snap is small, so I only work so much and then move on. And then I got a little, I don't even know how many of these I had done, but then I moved on to something a little bit different and started that center section here. But there's going to be another flag just like it on this side. So I've got a lot of rice stitches to do, and they're not hard. And it comes with a really good explanation of how to do a rice stitch. And they go fast because you're doing 4 squares one time. So I know they go kind of fast when you do get to doing it, but they use up a lot of thread. So make sure you have plenty of thread. That's all I'm saying. And that is housed in this project bag that I made with some J. Wecker Fresh fabric, coffee time. And in the bag here, I have a needle book that I made out of a vintage wedding ring quilt. I put a little snap on it. It's actually a vintage snap too, a little snap. But I just took the wedding ring thing here and folded it over and put a snap on it. I did cut one end off, and then I just stitched inside here some felt to make the little book So, and this is where I house my threads for that project, and needles. I have some needles up here, more than I need. And then I keep my thread in a little zipper pouch that I made out of the same fabrics with coffee inside. And so that's where I keep my floss for that project. So that's all in this little bag here. All of this stuff for that project. And it's got lining on the inside, all with the same fabrics. And I just had I think I actually purchased like half yard bundle of that, something like that. So that's where that project is stored. And that's where I am with that. So I don't know when I'll pick that one back up again. And then in this project bag, I have my next one, which is another vintage quilt. And I did have to line this one because the back of the quilt was really kind of not very nice. So I lined it with some vintage reproduction fabrics that I have had for over 20 years. Put a zipper on it. And this houses a Ziploc baggie of all the floss that I need for this project. My magnifying, because this is the one that's going with me on my trip. And so because I lined it, I did some hand quilting all the way around the Dresden and then in the center here. And then I just cut this part to put a zipper in it, and they kind of match up. So that was fun to make. And this is the back part of it. And I quilted that one too, hand quilted the same, and used the same binding as I had used for the inside. But I've got my 5.0 magnifiers in there. This is where I am storing this little magnetic little box. I keep my needle and threads that I'm currently using for the project in there. What else do I have in here? Oh, these are the scissors I decided to take on the plane with me. They're not the long. I have some small ones, but this is just a duckbill one, so it doesn't have the point on it. I suppose you could probably damage something or someone with it, but I'm going to take these instead. I also have a seam ripper in a bag that I'm going to take with me. So I have a highlighter for because I cross off what I've already stitched. I write on all my patterns. And if it's in a book like this one, I even rip the pages out of the book because I got to have it on my Q-snap. And I use these little Sew Tight magnets to keep it stuck to my Q-snap so that I can see what I'm working on. And I keep one of these little, I had to rip out a bunch of stitches in this already because I had to get myself back into the cross stitching mode. And so I started working on it, but I had to take one of these little things with me because it removes all the linty fuzz left behind after you're pulling out stitches. And I had to pull out black stitches. So I am working on Halloween. I decided to pull this one out because, Halloween's coming up. And so I'm working on that project. And I started right here and just went down this way. And now I'm working on my first cat. So, but all the other stuff was done prior to this. I started this project on January 12th of 2023. It is a Halloween sampler by Teresa Kogut, and it is on 40 count winter brew by R&R. And I am using all of the DMC conversion that is indicated in the book. So that's where I am with this project. And I will continue to work on this banner, the third one with all the cats across it, on my vacation. So we'll see how far I get when I come back, and I'll give you an update at that point, because I have a feeling I'll be doing this every single morning while I'm waiting for everybody else to get up. I'm hoping that I get to the next one, because I did start going down that way. But that's all I have that I'm going. But this is the one that's going with me on my trip. And I am excited about that. So let's put this aside for now, and I'll put that all back in my bag and get that in my tote bag. This is my Q-snap that's in here. I have, it's what, 8-inch one? 8-inch square Q-snap. So And that is all of the supplies I'm taking with me for that project. And I love my bag. I love my bag. So, all right. Let's get on to some quilting updates. So, Scandinavian Christmas. I was planning out my list for shopping of all the fabrics I'm going to need for all the new sew-alongs that are coming up in September, and there's quite a few. And so when you start totaling things up and you get fat quarter bundles, and I kind of like played with the numbers a little bit, it's getting a little pricey. So I needed to figure out how I was going to try to just use my stash. So there's a couple of projects I'm going to use my stash on, and that is the Little Pink House Sew Along, which starts on Tuesday next Tuesday. And we'll talk about that more when I get back from vacation, because I haven't even gotten the first pattern. It's a medallion with a pink shed in the middle, house in the middle. And I'm going to use my stash. I'm going to use bright colors as the quilt shows. So I'll be pulling those out as the patterns are released on Tuesdays. And then there's a video that will follow. But I'm going to use my stash for that one. I'm also going to use my stash for Scandinavian Christmas. And this is with the Primitive Gatherings. And this started on, when did this start? This started on August 15th. And this was the first block and is in red and white. Well, I don't have red and white bundle, but I do have a teal and navy and white bundle, which is Willow Hollow by Kim Deal. That has been sitting around, and I didn't know what project I was going to use it for. So I decided to use this. So instead of buying a fat quarter bundle and yards and yards and yards of background fabric, I decided to use the 3 fat quarters that are in here as backgrounds or parts. Hello, Alicia. Good morning. For this project. These were all in navies. And I also needed just a little bit extra. So I ordered this one in yardage, which they did have on Fat Quarter Shop. So I ordered that, and it is on the way here. And then I also decided for the teal fabrics that are in this bundle, I took a look to see if any of my Lori Holt backgrounds would work with that. And I have a couple. So this one here, I don't know what you call it, but filigree, whatever. That works out really well with this. So I ordered like another half yard or a yard of that too. So I didn't have to order like a fat quarter bundle and 5 yards of fabric. I only ordered like 3 yards of fabric. And then there was another one that worked well with this. And that is this one. And so I ordered another yard of that too. So I saved myself probably about $60. I have not yet purchased any backgrounds or anything like that. And with, all of the different designers out there and the wide backs and everything, I think I could find something pretty economical to put on the back of a quilt. Also, according to the pattern, they're using like a third background. So this one here's got 2 different fabrics for the reds. And so I was going to use these 2 for this block. And for an additional background, if I think I need it, because I'm going to try to get by with just the one. This is a white on white that I had left over from, what project did I use this on? Oh, I used it on a couple of different projects, actually. I think I used it on the lollies. But I have a significant amount of this still left over. So and I got this from Joann's. And so if I need to find another one, a white on white probably isn't going to be that hard to find. So I will use this if I think it's necessary for this project. When does the next one come out? So I need to make 7 of these blocks. And I'm going to try to work ahead because I'm already a week behind. So I'm going to try to work ahead and get a block or two done this week before I go on vacation tomorrow. And I need to make 7 of those. So I don't know that I'll get the 7 done. Probably won't get anything done. But I did starch the fabrics. And they are ready to go. I'm ready to cut into them anyway. So I have lots of I pulled these out of my Lori Holt scrap bin. I have a special scrap bin just for Lori Holt fabrics. So I'm going to try to use up those pieces. And I should have a new box coming. Probably, it's going to come while I'm on vacation, but that's okay. It'll be here when I get back. That's the best part. Let me pull this out because I also did grab this bin as my project box for this. So I already have that ready to go. And I'm going to, so as I had already mentioned, I'm going to work ahead on this one too, so that when the 7th comes, and I don't know that I'll even be around on the 7th. I have other plans right now. I get back on the 6th, but I have another plan to go someplace else on the 7th, and I don't even know if I'm going to do it yet. But I want to pull out the fabrics that are for the first assignment on page 3 of the pattern book and get all those fabrics starched so that I am ready to go when the 7th gets here. And for that week, I can get this assignment completed so I can try to stay on track with that. Oh, just yummy, yummy goodness. See, look, it's so pretty. So I am excited to get started on this project. And if anything changes along the way with how I'm able to keep up with it, or if I find it's getting a little overwhelming again, I may change the dates on there and I might extend it out a little bit. And if you're sewing along with that project and are following me and want to follow my schedule, I make sure I will keep you up to date on where I am and how I'm doing with that. So that is about it as far as quilting projects go. Monday the 9th, there will be a whole bunch of announcements because a lot of things start next week. And when I get back, I'll have to rethink where I want to start with this and if I'm starting a week or two later than the schedule of those things. But I will keep you apprised on September 9th at 10 a.m. where I am with all the other stuff that started the week that I was gone. So right now I'm going to share with you my Facebook page because I did want to share some announcements and some other sew-alongs that I have become aware of if you may be interested in them. So let me scroll through Facebook here so I can show you those projects. All right. So we're going to start here. There's a Charlotte's Web sew-along. And all you have to do is just click on the link. And if you're interested in sewing along with that project, just go ahead and hit the link and follow the information from the designer so that you can see what's happening. We went black. Oh, there we go. We're back. At least I thought we went black. So I'm going to go back to Facebook here, and my computer doesn't anyway. All right. Let's try this again. So I'm back. I did post the monthly minis number 5 that was shown on Gathering site. And Lisa even did put a note in there about thanks for sharing and liked it. So that's available, and I've provided a link there for you to get that. When I placed my order with that quarter shop, I got this, here's $10 to share with others. So go ahead and use that to do shopping and get $10 off your order. And this sew along here, for those who are Winnie the Pooh lovers, there is a 100-acre wood sew along sponsored by Riley Blake that is going on. So click on the Instagram link and go to Instagram and check out the designer who is actually hosting this program. And that is all I have for now. So I hope that some of those are of interest to you. If you are having trouble with the links or don't have Instagram, I will try to find some other method of getting you to that information. You do have to use her links in her Instagram to sign up to get the assignments. So you may or may not have to have Instagram to get it. But if there is another way that I can get you to sign up for her newsletter without going through Instagram, then we can do that. So if you don't have Facebook but do have Instagram, I will have to give you the links to the person whose page that goes to, because it doesn't show you that on here. But if you're interested in this and want more information about 100 Acre Woods Sew Along, it starts October 1st, so they got another month and a week to get started on that. So if you're interested in this one and want more information because you don't have access to Facebook or Instagram, please let me know, and I will make sure that you get some information on where to go to sign up. All right. And the same goes for anything else. If you don't have either one of these social media sites and don't want to start using them just to have access to these, let me know. I can find another way to get it to you. And if you're aware of other sew-alongs, quilt-alongs, blocks of the months that you're involved with and think others might be interested, please let me know so I can do the research and I can provide the information as well to all the viewers. So as the quilt bomber, I want to provide that kind of content. So if you're interested in those, I am also going to, when I get back, post a September calendar of all of the things that I am participating in so that you can be aware of all of the other sew-alongs and stuff that are happening that I'm actually doing. And that way you can stay apprised and watch my updates on a daily basis as to how that's all coming along. All right. I think this is all I have for you today. I'm going to go finish cleaning house and doing laundry and packing my suitcase because I'm leaving tomorrow. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a fabulous rest of the week and next week. But please hit the notification button because you never know over the next 2 weeks when I might share something with you. I'm in Colorado. There's lots of beautiful things to see. And I intend to look for the closest quilt shops, cross-stitch stores, fabric places, anything. So if I can provide video or pictures or haul, no, I'm going to save all the haul for when I get back on September 9th. That video is going to be long. Just saying. Okay, you guys, you take care. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.